Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome to Fun and Country. You're welcome to this Power Broker Circle webinar with the theme How to Sell Real Estate Like a Champion. We at Fun and Country, we all welcome you on board. Um, I'll start with a welcome address and introduce our panelists to you. I would like to tell you about Fun and Country. Fun and Country West Africa is a multi-award winning international real estate organization, reputed locally and worldwide for its unique blend of intelligent and creative marketing and branding services. A solid market research and property investment advisory service coupled with a professional approach to corporate sales and leasing of prime, commercial, and premium residential properties. Fun and Country has operations spanning over 300 offices worldwide in the United Arab Emirates, South Africa, Mauritius, and Fun and Country International has its head office located on Park Lane, Mayfair in the United Kingdom. Once again, I welcome you all to this noble location, How to Sell Real Estate Like a Champion. Please permit me to introduce our panelists to you. I have Abisola Akran. Abisola Akran is a sales and business development executive at Fun and Country. Bisola, you're welcome. I also have Onajite Shameje. Onajite Shameje is a legal and transactional management manager at Fun and Country. Onajite, you're welcome. I also have Peter Alejina. Peter Alejina is the managing partner at PCL, a sister company to Fun and Country. Peter, you're welcome. And also like to introduce to you the person of Mrs. Udo Okonjo, the Chief Executive Officer and Chairperson of Fun and Country International Realty West Africa. Mrs. Udo Okonjo, you're welcome, ma'am. Before we proceed, I would just like to inform us of the ground rule. Please, all participants, for every questions that need to be sent or asked, kindly type your questions in the Q&A section. Please type your questions in the Q&A sections. Thank you very much, and please be prepared to take the best out of this session. And I know at the end of this, you will definitely become a champion at what you do, selling real estate. Thank you.
Once again, welcome to all the participants, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to a very robust session, a very educative session. I'm going to speak about the vision of the Power Broker Circle. What is the Power Broker Circle? The Power Broker Circle is a community of real estate agents and professionals who want to collaborate for profit through learning and networking for improved sales results. In addition, members get ongoing access to property listings and resources from Fun and Country West Africa. We have different packages in terms of membership. For the free membership, we have some benefits that you would enjoy if you subscribe to this package. The benefits of the free membership include membership to Power Broker Circle, weekly real estate newsletter, access to Power Brokers Facebook community for networking, ongoing learning and exchange of ideas, access to a steady stream of real estate listings and opportunities. Then there is a bonus of monthly personal growth and real estate training sessions. For the Gold Inner Circle, which would cost 150,000 naira, although there will be a 50% discount if you sign up by December 1st, 2020. The benefits of this package include membership to the Power Broker Circle, weekly real estate newsletter, access to Gold Innership Circle Power Brokers Facebook community for networking at a higher level, ongoing learning and exchange of ideas, first access to a steady stream of real estate listings and opportunities with higher fee sharing ratio, bonus monthly personal growth and real estate training sessions, exclusive invitation to relevant Fine and Country property events, 20% discount on real estate masterclasses, quarterly access to free real estate resources, ebooks, and magazines to help you become a leading power broker, access to property listings and showcasing your direct mandates on Fine and Country's Power Brokers platform. Then we also have the exclusive Gold Inner Circle. And the bonus for this package is that it gives you access to a private WhatsApp group. Then it also gives you access to monthly coaching calls and question and answers with the CEO of Fine and Country West Africa and other business leaders and coaches. Thank you for being a part of this session. And as we continue, I expect us to benefit so much from what I expect to be a very, very, very exciting session.
Thank you, Onajite, for that introduction, and thank you very much once again. Please, at this juncture, I would like to bring on, we refer to her as the Chief Igniter, our CEO, Mrs. Udo Okonjo.
Yes, you're very correct. Every this thing.
Good afternoon. Can we get the presentation off the screen, please? Thank you. Right, so welcome everyone. Good afternoon again. I would like to just see that I can see some pictures. I understand we're in webinar mode, so we can't obviously see the participants. If admin is able to give them camera access, that would be amazing, because we want this to be as interactive as possible. So if that's possible, that would be great. Please indicate so. And if it's not, do let me know in the chat box. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. GT, just let me know by thumbs up if you can hear me, so I know everyone can hear me. Can someone give me a thumbs up? GT, I can't see your thumbs up, so maybe Bisola, if someone can give me a thumbs up. Okay, excellent, great stuff. Welcome again, everyone, to the Power Brokers Circle. And today we will be talking about how to sell like a champion. Would you like to sell like a champion? I want this to be as interactive as possible, because for us, the Power Brokers Circle is a circle of collaborative learning. It's a place where we want to learn and earn. It's a place where we want to have an exchange of ideas and just, you know, collaborative experiences exchange. So before I go on, what I'd like to do is to get a sense of who is in the room. So if you please just indicate in the chat box, just introduce yourself in the chat box. We want to, as much as possible, connect with those who are here. It's also an opportunity for you to begin to connect and to network. And the starting point of networking is obviously getting known. So please just indicate your full name, because sometimes people log in with their single names, your full name, and your what you do and location. That would be great. I'm just going to go through that. Okay, fantastic. They've given everyone video access. So let's just, okay, great stuff. So guys, put your names in the, welcome Pamela. Names, Michael Olayinka, real estate professional. Please indicate what location you're logging in from. That would be amazing. And the quicker we do it, the more we can, the faster we can move along. Please introduce yourselves. We want to know who is in the room at the moment. Welcome, Pamela. Welcome, Michael. Everyone else, please indicate your names and where you're logging in from. Michael is logging in from Ikoyi. Fantastic. You're our neighbor. Okay, I've done this on purpose because as much as we want to share with people who are active and proactive. Peter Chivu from Enugu, welcome. We want to make sure that we are connecting and communicating with people who are invested in the process. Pamela Query is a broker in Port Harcourt. Thank you once again, Pamela. I'll give it 2 more minutes and then make a decision. Pamela, how long have you done luxury real estate in Port Harcourt, in the Port Harcourt area? Let me know. Peter, how long have you been in real estate? Please let me know.
Yeah, just a student of real estate, nothing serious yet.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Pamela? Okay, 2 years. Thank you, Pamela. I'm waiting for other people to introduce themselves. I know there's a lot of us, but it will be great. We're not going to assume that you guys are logged in and you're alive and breathing unless you demonstrate it.
Today they are presenting 33 useless people. They are just shopping the money.
Okay, the answers are coming in trickles. I'm a teacher, so when I teach, I want to make sure the people actually are in the class. Participants are requested to introduce themselves and their locations, absolutely. Bumi Abayomi is in real estate for 8 years. Bumi, what location? Abuja, great. Oh no, that's Blessing. Bumi Abayomi, Abuja, great stuff. I don't need the sound, I just need the responses in the, I just need the responses in the chat section. So once again, so there's Salome Bassi, an independent real estate agent in Lagos, 2 years in real estate, moved to Lagos last year. Hello, Salome. What part of Lagos are you operating? It would be amazing to know. Star is from Namibia. She's been doing real estate for 4 years. Fantastic. Salome from Aja, great stuff. 10 years. Simeon, 10 years in Abuja, good. So we have quite a mixed audience, that's good. Please keep on indicating your name. This is one of the ways in which you get to network and you get to connect. Our theme for today is how to sell like a champion, how to sell real estate like a champion. And we're also focusing on the power of networking. And this is the first test on how to network. If you attend an event, whether physically or digitally, you want to make sure that you are present and that people know who you are, people know you are there, and you also contribute value to the process by responding when questions are asked, by showcasing what you do, who you are. The most critical element in selling successfully is who you are. Who you are. Rita Ige, real estate professional from Abuja. Thank you, Rita. How long have you been in real estate? Five years in real estate. Thank you. Letting us know. Anyone else? We're waiting for you. We're on a timer. It's 12:22. I'm going to give it one more minute and then I will go right ahead, but it will also give me an indication who is in the room. Silent operators. Abiola Fadahunsi, real estate broker in Lekki, industry for 5 years. Thank you. Please keep on sharing. Okay, no more introductions. Okay, so the responses to this gives us an indication. I'm not sure why the responses are coming quite slowly, one at a time, but in the interest of time, we will go ahead. Oladotun Zoe, 6 years, real estate professional. You've not indicated what location. ID Ekong, blogger, content creator. For 3 years at IPC Homes in Abuja. We have quite a few people logging in from Abuja. That's interesting. And I think that's great also. Martins, investment advisor, IPC Homes, great stuff. Excellent. Okay, so we'll go right ahead. Welcome again, once again, everyone. I see Mercy also. Just keep it coming. This is really for you to get to know each other, really. And so the first thing I'd like to start with is we're talking about the how to sell real estate like a champion. And so the first question is, who is a champion? Because it's not the selling. I know that for some of you, you may have been attracted to the word sell, because everybody wants to sell better. Everyone wants to make money from real estate and everyone wants to sell very well. But the instructive word there is actually the word champion. And so my first principle, or the first lesson that I'd like us to take away, is to understand that if you are going to sell effectively, you first have to become a champion. Now, the process of becoming a champion is a process, But in that word champion are some things that you can assume, some elements, just some fundamental principles. So what I'd like to do is ask again, when you think of the word champion, what do you think of? So give me a word in the chat section. When you think of somebody who sells real estate like a champion, what are some of the words that would come to your mind about that person? Someone says winners, fantastic. I'm looking for more words. What are some of the words that would come to mind when you think of somebody who sells real estate like a champion? Somebody else said professional. Fantastic, Abiola. What are the words that come to mind? Achievers, good. So the outcome is what you guys are describing. So what I'd like you to think of is, what are some of the elements that go into the word championship? Being a champion. When you think of a champion, what do you think of? What are some of the elements of, that champions have? Consistency. So you see a consistent person. Diligent, good. Knowing what to do, good. Which is knowledge, good. Keep it coming. Focus, great. Competent, excellent. So those are some of the words that you think of. Keep them coming. So the champion is at the center of selling successfully. A champion has a mindset. A champion has mastery. I can give you 10 things, 20 things, and that's the focus of what we're going to be working on in the Power Brokers Circle over time. Because as I said, it is a process to selling like a champion. To sell as a champion and like a champion, you have to go through the process of becoming a champion. And championship, at the very least, takes training. It takes consistency, it takes focus, it takes knowledge. So if we were to take that, Star Inno Properties from Namibia mentioned knowing what to do. So I suppose the reason that most people would participate in this is because they want to know how to sell better. But there are other things that we need to know and understand in order to be champions also. So but the first part and the most critical part is you as a person, your mindset and your mastery. For today, I'm going to focus on your mindset. What is your mindset when it comes to winning? Some of the words you've indicated there. What is your mindset when it comes to contributing, when it comes to diligence? Selling requires consistency. It requires showing up. And what does showing up look like when it comes to selling? Showing up includes research. Showing up includes making the calls. Showing up includes follow up. I like the word focus because the word focus represents, if you were to use it as an acronym, follow one course until successful. Someone should please indicate that in the chat, in the comment section. Follow one course until successful. So as a champion, you first have to have a course of action. And that course of action is you want to serve. You want to serve people, and in exchange for serving them, you get paid a fee. The reason that most times people don't get paid is because they do not have a course of action. They do not have a system for serving and selling. They don't have a system for identifying their target market. They don't have a system for understanding their target market. They don't have a system for understanding the market. They don't have a system for communicating value to their audience. They don't have a system for negotiating. They don't have a system for qualifying. They don't have a system for closing. They don't have a system for customer service. They don't have a system for business development. These are some of the elements that you will learn as you participate in the Power Brokers Circle. Over the last few years, we have had on different occasions physical meetings, and recently online. We've hosted at least one meeting in the last 6 months. But we realize that if there is no commitment, then people don't take things as seriously. And so as a company, we want to work with people who are serious and who are focused, people who are looking and willing to follow one course, a championship course, until successful. That is our aim. That is our target. If we have 5 people, if we have 10 people, if we have 20 people, if we have 100 people, then we will work with those people, and collaboratively, we will get more champions into the real estate sector. I personally, as a business leader, as a professional, as somebody with a long track record in the legal field, and in addition, now in real estate marketing at the luxury end of the market and the upper quartile end of the market, recognize the need to contribute and to help raise standards in the country, in our industry. And that's my personal interest in working with other professionals in the sector to raise their standards, So championship is about raising your standards. Championship is about setting standards, having a course of action, a championship course of action that you follow through. As a company, Fine & Country, in collaboration with Lagos Business School, there's a real estate leadership development program that we started last year. So that exists for those who want a different level of mastery. But this particular Power Broker Circle, the idea of it is to create a formal circle that produces, as it were, an ongoing interaction, an ongoing community, ongoing connection, ongoing co-learning, co-creating opportunities, collaborating essentially for greater heights. Because real estate lends itself to collaboration. But for you to collaborate, for those of you who are, there's a universal principle that says, can 2 walk together except they be agreed? So if we're not agreed, if we're not of the same mindset, if we don't share common knowledge, then it's more difficult to make headway in the industry. So let me break that down just a little bit, because I know we have some startup real estate professionals. We also have some established ones and experienced ones, right? So my experience in the industry is that I run into a lot of real estate professionals who are not able to earn their full fees. Some of them earn 1%, 2%. Some of them earn 3%, if you're lucky, 5%. But there are very few people who actually earn the top fees or premium fees consistently. So I'm assuming that most people on this call are people who've done real estate and who've sold real estate. But before I go on, I want to just confirm that. Please indicate in the chat box, once again, as many of you and as quickly as possible. And just give a simple answer, yes or no. Have you sold real estate as a broker and gotten paid fees, yes or no? I'd like to see as many people as possible please respond to that. Yes, thank you. Yes, good stuff. Excellent. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Keep it coming. Good. Okay. Following through with that question, do you charge fees for that service? Yes or no? Okay, I see more yeses. Great stuff. So on the average, what are your typical fees in percentage terms? %, 3 and 5%. Good, good. Keep it coming, please. Someone says 2.5% still ended up not being paid complete. Thank you for that honesty. 5%, good stuff. 5% and 10%, great. Okay. So we have anywhere ranging from 2.5% not getting paid to 5% to 10%. Okay. The person who is earning 10%, Pamela, would you please share with us in the chat box in what, and someone else says I've had my fair share of fees not being paid. Can you please share with us in the chat box, Pamela, in what situations you get paid 10%? What sorts of transactions? Are they leases or sales transactions? And then I'm going to come to Abiola and the person who said they've had, fees not being paid. Sales transactions, good. And what sort of value, Pamela, please, if you would please give us an indication. They're sales transactions. Thank you. Can you just give us the sort of values? Okay, range from 1 million naira. Okay, all right, fantastic. Great stuff. Okay, thank you all for contributing to this. I think that by doing this, thank you, Mohammed, for sharing. By doing this, we get a sense. What we're trying to do with this community is to be able to have these types of open conversations. Because if you think about it, the industries where people do much better are industries where, there are similar standards that are shared and people know what to expect. And then you can almost hold the industry, including your clients, to those standards. But it's not enough to say, this is what the industry charges. The critical component is what you are able to earn, what you are able to earn, and what you are able to earn consistently. Okay? So I teach a masterclass where, with business people, but this is also applicable in real estate. Okay, and these are some of the things that we'll be learning in the course of this Power Broker Circle. How to raise your profits. And of course, one of the easiest ways to raise your profits is to sell. And selling is communicating value. Selling is serving. Selling is creating value for your client. So if you learn how to sell better, you will automatically raise your profits, right? But here's the thing. The first key to raising your profits is raising, one, your standards. By your standards, I want to talk about first your expectations. That's why I talked about your mindset. What do you expect? Because if you have a small mindset, if you're just satisfied to just eke out a living, you will never be a standout, real estate broker. And if you're not a standout, you're not a champion. So a champion is someone that stands out. A champion is someone that has the mindset of, I'm in this to win, I'm in this to provide value. And so once you set that expectation, once you have that vision, you're setting your standards. But now the standards with regards to your vision and your expectation, the next thing is to raise your standards as far as your actions. So where the first one is raising your standards in terms of your expectations, in terms of your vision, the next thing is to raise your standards in terms of your actions. Raise your standards in terms of your attitude, your expectations, your vision, and your actions. But how can you raise your actions? It's by knowledge. That's what some of you shared earlier. So raising your standards is one of the ways in which you can become a champion. And as you raise your standards, what happens is that you're then raising your profile. And at the heart of that is what I call, it's a simple word, and it's knowledge. There is a way to sell like a champion. The question is, do you know that way? Okay. Once again, I'm focusing on the champion, which is the key to selling like a champion. How do you become a champion? The first thing is to focus on you as a champion. What are your standards? What sort of real estate do you want to sell? What location do you want to sell this real estate in? Why? What are your qualifications? What value can you bring in that situation? What sort of clients do you want to serve? How do you want to be known in the industry? These are all basic questions, and all I'm doing today is weaving a story for you, because obviously when we go into the Power Broker Circle, we will start dealing with this on a systematic basis. So that's why for us, the focus of the Power Broker Circle will be essentially how to learn and earn more. So we're going to be learning, we're going to be gaining more knowledge from the masters and from each other, and exchanging and practicing and challenging ourselves to do better, to raise our standards, to raise our profits, raise our value, raise our profile. If you want to be successful, you have to set a minimum standard of operating like a champion. So the first part is about you, all about you, and developing yourself is an ongoing process. But there's a blueprint for success as a champion. And that's what we're going to share with you over the coming months on this journey. One part that I'd like to just run you through is the other aspects that are going to form a critical part of the knowledge that you need to have. And that is knowledge of the prospect, of the clients, basically, your clients. How to determine your clients, how to qualify your clients. Remember, we talked about follow one course of action until successful. There is a championship way to determine the clientele that you want to serve. So the question is, how well do you know your clients? How do you qualify them? How, in a way, over to West Africa, our region, that is what Fine and Country has fully focused on. A good, at the moment, probably 50 to 60% of our clients business with us over the attract. But the point is, how do you determine the sorts of clients that you want to serve? Where do you find them? How do you attract them? How do you maintain them? How do you retain them? These are all questions that champions must understand in order to sell effectively. The second thing is knowledge of the market. The market that you operate in. Real estate is a local play. Real estate is a local play. So you have to understand, yes, first the global market, and then you have to understand your local market, your specific territory. That's how you become a champion. because anything else makes you a jack of all trade and master of none. So it's important to set your market. So if you're in Port Harcourt, if you're in Abuja, if you're in Kaduna, and the reason this is important is that as a company, for example, we're not able to be everywhere. And that's why we're able to develop mastery. The only way to be everywhere is to work with people who are masters in their own territories. So when someone calls us and says, oh, I have a property in Akwa Ibom, or oh, I want to do business in Akwa Ibom, Fine & Country does not have to go to Akwa Ibom. As part of the Power Broker Circle, we can reach out to the person in Akwa Ibom, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Benin, wherever you are. And as part of this circle of success, we can then do the transaction with the champion who is there. But for us to be able to do that, we have to trust that you are the right person. How do we trust you're the right person? Is because you've gone through this system, this success system, this championship system of operating as a champion. We know that you have the knowledge of your market. We know that you're a champion in your market. We know that you've done your research and you continue to do your research. We know that you keep on top of the market. Therefore, you're able to actually share some of this information with the network. So the network is then, then understands your market and therefore is able to refer work to you, and they can speak intelligently about it and then work with you so that together we do so much more. So champions understand their market. They have mastery of their market. The final one is knowledge of the products of the real estate, because it's real estate that we're selling. We're not just talking about selling generically. If you can sell real estate, which is one of the biggest ticket items, you can sell anything. So how to sell real estate like a champion is really almost like a PhD program, in the sense that if you can sell somebody, it's not the same as selling a bottle of water. It's not the same as selling fruit. It's not the same as selling a dress that is 50,000 naira. It's not the same as selling, it's one of the largest ticket items that you will sell or that people will invest in as far as asset classes go. So learning how to do this with mastery like a champion will stand you in good stead to succeed literally in any other area. So just to summarize this once again, we're talking about mastery, and that's about knowledge. Okay, having knowledge of your clients, knowledge of the market, recognizing that real estate is local, having the knowledge of the real estate. What sort of real estate? Is it commercial real estate, industrial real estate, hospitality real estate, residential real estate? In residential, are you a specialist or a master of all types of residential real estate? Of course, when you're first starting, you can do all of that. Okay, you can do all of that. You can have general knowledge, and that's fine. Just make sure that you apply those principles across board to each of the transactions. Okay, so you know your market, you know your properties. So if, for example, you're operating in Ikoyi, for you to be able to sell efficiently and effectively, I'm just giving one tip, you have to know the Ikoyi market. Because here's the thing, when you're selling that property in Ikoyi or in Lekki or in Abuja, what happens if someone gives you an objection and tells you, oh, but this one is going for this price? That's why knowledge is critical. Knowledge of the market is critical. I would stop there for some time, because what I'd like to do is have a further chat with everyone here. And then we're going to do like a practice run, because we are very serious about this. We want to develop this relationship. We want to make this consistent, at least on a monthly basis. I'm very grateful for the fact that now, people are more conversant and more, open to using tests. If we had to do this physically, Namibia, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ikoyi, Lekki, Ajah, we wouldn't be here in the same room. The logistics of making it happen would be too much. But because of technology, we can connect on an ongoing basis. So these are just some of the, I wanted to give you a general synopsis of the kinds of conversations that we'll be having and deep diving into the actual championship system for selling. Subsequently, for those who join and who participate, you'll get the full curriculum. We'll be looking at how to essentially develop your market, as I said, how to negotiate, how to qualify, all of those things, how to network like a champion. And so what I've been doing is just test running you guys. My first question was, please introduce yourself. The heart of selling is people. The heart of selling is people. So if you're going to sell like a champion, people have to know you, like you, and trust you. If you're in a space and you cannot network, you are never going to sell like a champion. So I'm going back to where we started. So if you come into a champion circle like this, a power broker circle, and you're asked to introduce yourself, guess what? It's your opportunity to sell yourself. If you can't sell yourself, you cannot sell property. So when someone asks you to introduce yourself, use it as an opportunity to show up like a champion. Okay, so I've said quite a lot, and I would like to stop there at this point and just get everyone to give an indication. I'm going to now get people on camera. Let's do this. I would like you guys to indicate in the chat box if anyone would like to share. Peter, I'm coming to you. And I'm asking you to unmute. Kindly share what your takeout is so far.
Thank you, Ms. So. Can I go ahead?
It was Peter Chivo.
Peter Chivo.
Okay.
All right, can you come with the question again?
What's your takeout so far about the topic?
Summary, quite simple.
Yes, your summary, yes.
Expertise is key. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, the summary is expertise, knowing the market, knowing the potential clients, connecting and making oneself likable, and all of that. For me, the summary is just knowing the business.
Okay, great. Thank you. I like the word you used, expertise. Okay, I was saying knowledge and mastery, and that's really expertise. And that's the starting point. Selling itself is a system. There's a system to selling successfully. There's no way we can learn that system in 1 hour. And so I wanted to lay the foundation. So thank you so much, Peter, for that. Peter, remind me, where do you operate from?
Enugu.
Okay, fantastic. And how long have you been in real estate?
So I earlier told you I am, for the time being, still studying and wanting to get courageous to go in.
I like that, courageous. Okay. That's excellent. So I think the first thing is the fact that you are taking the action. I'm sure you already have the courage. And when we teach the championship system, confidence is actually one of them. And one of the ways to actually gain confidence and the courage is actually to gain competence, which is what you refer to as the expertise, right? But one of the ways to then gain expertise is actually by doing. right? So we say that knowledge, transforms, or knowledge is power, but it's not knowledge. It is knowledge that we take action towards. So nothing gives you courage as much as actually stepping into the game. Thank you so much. I'm going to get somebody else. Please put on your cameras if you're Peter Aliojana. I will get you again.
Okay.
I'm now getting Peter Aliojana.
You're talking to another Peter, I believe.
I am, yes.
Okay.
Is he here? Okay. Unmute, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Please share your summary.
Okay. You said to first, you have to be a champion, and after that is understanding the prospects, the people you want to sell to, because you need to understand them, know what their pain points is before you can actually sell to them. Because if you don't understand that, you may be presenting a wrong product. So you need to know where they are and what they're looking for and what their pain is to be able to really sell to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get two more people. Abiola Fadehunsi.
Good day, everyone.
Good day. Tell us where you're logging
Can you hear
from.
me?
And yes.
Okay. I'm watching from Lekki, Lagos.
Okay.
So
right,
aside
go ahead.
what has been shared, my major takeaway is I didn't hear that.
No, go ahead, please.
Okay. Aside what has been shared, my major takeaway is the fact that you said that it's very important that we understand the general market, but have a particular location that is your where you major in. Yeah, so that's one of my major takeaway. So not just being a jack of all trades, like you said, like just being everywhere. And I like the fact that you mentioned that one of the things this meeting is going to do for us when we come on board is, networking. And when you have professionals like yourself, being that we are going to go through some curriculum, it's very easy for you to look for people that you can work with, that are outside your own area of expertise. Yeah, that's my major takeaway.
Thank you, Abiola. Thanks for that contribution. And that was great, because that's a very important point that was made. I'm going to get quite a few of you aren't on camera, so I'm going to get Michael Olayinka. Michael, are you able to come on camera to share? Okay. So now, sir, I'd like you to share.
Good morning, everybody. One of my major take home points was the fact that people have to. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. It's the fact that people have to know you, like you, and trust you. I think for me that really stood out, because if people do not trust you, they will not entrust their money to your hands, and they will not trust you with their transactions. So you have to present yourself as a trustworthy person, and not compromise that reputation of trustworthiness. So that was the major one that struck me.
Thank you, Sonose. Thank you for that contribution.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Michael is ready to speak now. Michael, are you ready to speak?
Hello?
No. Yeah, please go ahead, Michael.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you for the meeting. Like, I've learned a lot. Has been my vision to really have an opportunity to attend this kind of program. You know, your real estate training this morning has teach me how I can strategize myself, how to work with people. The top like you talk more about value. Real estate is all about creating value. I really appreciate you. I've learned a lot this morning, this afternoon, for one of those things or the kind of strategy you are able to give for this presentation. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Michael, for that contribution. I will get one last person. Salome Bassi, are you there? Salome, would you like to contribute? I've sent you a request to unmute so you can speak. We want people who will contribute actively. Star Eno Properties, I'm going to ask you to unmute. If you want to contribute, please indicate your actual name and contribute from Namibia.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, forgive my sound. I'm actually driving to pick up kids from school.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I'm actually very happy ever since I came across your page on social media.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Then and there I knew what I had in my mind is exactly what you are currently doing. So I knew I'll stalk you on social media, and I'm loving what I'm getting.
Excellent.
From today, on becoming a champion, I actually learned that I need to have the knowledge of what I'm doing. So it's starting with me as a person in understanding what do I want to achieve in real estate.
Right.
So I need to actually focus to follow one course until I succeed.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that contribution. You didn't indicate your first name. We see just
it is my name. Star is my name.
Oh, Star is your name. Okay.
Yeah, it is my name.
Star Eno Properties. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Star, logging in from Namibia. Good to have you. Thank you for that contribution.
All right.
Okay. All right, so let's move this along quite quickly. Someone else just introduced themselves. Temitope Akonde, Country Manager of Smart Property Limited, Smart Property Hub Limited in Ikeja, connecting from Command Lagos. Fantastic, you're welcome. So we want to move this along. What we'd like to do is before I bring on one of our Fine and Country champions to just take us, to the next, as we said, we want to essentially learn and earn in the Power Brokers, circle. So we've developed a curriculum that we believe will enable us broaden that circle, widen that circle of championship, as it were, in the real estate sector, people that we want to do business with, refer business to. So for example, Peter said he's in Enugu. If we know that Peter is a champion, we can do business in Enugu without being there physically, by going through that system. One of the key things about real estate is the power of the network. The power of the network. And we all have networks. It is something that all human beings have. But if you're a power broker, if you're a real estate broker, real estate agent, real estate professional, then having that network work for you is something that is very important. So in real estate, you either have the property or you have the client. In some cases, you have the property and the client. But for Fine and Country, in terms of the kind of real estate that we do, it is on a large scale. And so from the beginning, one of our core values has been the power of collaborating, the power of networking and collaborating for success. And what does that mean? It means that most of the properties that we've sold or leased or provided service with regards to, because they're big projects. So for example, if we have a project with 50 units or 100 or 30 or 40, then more than likely, there will be people outside our circle who participate in actually referring clients to that property. And in situations like that, the person who is referring obviously then earns a fee. And we also earn a fee. In some cases, and in most cases, we have the properties. We've built our brand to the level where we're able to attract the topmost properties in the segments where we operate. And lately, as we all know, we are a developing economy. And so we've expanded our pool of properties to start to cover what we call the urban space, which is more your mid-market, mid-priced properties, as opposed to the top $1 million type properties that we typically sell. So today we would like to introduce you to a property in what we call our FC Urban Collection. It's a development that we're very excited about. Our area of specialization has been selling what we refer to as off-plan projects. Now, off-plan projects are projects that typically are sold while still on the plan. Okay, means that construction has either not started, about to start, or is in progress. So they're not properties that are yet completed. Now, those types of properties take much more to sell. And so we want to use that as a case study for you, because as I said earlier, if you can sell real estate, then you can sell anything. And anybody who can sell, especially sell real estate like a champion, will be successful at core. Now, within real estate, the most difficult kind of real estate to sell is the real estate that is still under construction, or what we call off-plan. And so we want to use that as a starting point for our community to begin to learn. So we're going to showcase this project in a minute. Bisola, if you start getting ready. And we want to talk about it with you, because the first layer, the first step to selling is, like we said, your mindset, right? What do you think? How do you think? What do you see? Because it's how you see, how you think, that will determine what you communicate to your clients. So we want to share this property. We're excited about it, and we want to showcase how we bring properties into the market, and we'll get your feedback and your opinion on the property also. And so that's how we also collaborate. When we're launching a new project, we'll showcase it, exchange points of view, and then go out there and make it happen. Share it to our network wherever we are, and obviously then earn. But we're not just wanting to show you properties and ask you to go and sell them. We also want to be teaching you how to go about it. For now, I would like to bring on board one of our Fine and Country champions, Bisola Akran, to showcase one of our new FC Urban, Fine and Country Urban properties to you. So Bisola, I will just highlight you for a second, and then also you can just introduce yourself and then you can go ahead with the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. O, for making my job here much more easier. My name is Abisola Akran, and I'm a sales consultant with Fine and Country West Africa. So you talked about a point which is really important here, which is the power of collaboration. Because we believe so much in the power of collaboration, we are pleased to introduce the Adler Residences to you. The Adler Residences is an exclusive experience within the La Vida Lekki environment. It's a place whereby life finds you. We welcome you to a wonderful living at the prestigious Adler Residence, located at Lekki Phase 1, just by the end of Admiralty Way or Freedom Way. Location for that project is very, very accessible, very close to the popular shopping mall, close to prestigious schools as well in that environment, walking distance from Child International School, Amor Gardens, and your choices of malls. And also accessibility, you can easily take Freedom Way to the Lekki Ikoyi Bridge and also Lekki Ekpe Expressway. So for that project, really, location is not an issue, and accessibility to the things that you enjoy are really not an issue. It's the beautiful lifestyle floor plan and refined ambience of the Adler Residency definitely settles the scene for experience that or your client that buys into the project. The Adler Residences pairs modern architecture with innovative landscape to create a refreshing lifestyle that changes with the season. Each terrace can be a canvas for horticulture, a space for reading, or a settlement for al fresco evening with friends. I'm sure by now you want to see the project in which I've been talking about. Shortly, we'll be showing you the video of the Adler Residence, and after seeing the video, we can then go into the project overview. Admin, please kindly show the project so that our partners can see this beautiful project we're introducing to them.
About this particular essay because I believe that it will deliver great value in terms of the pricing, the flexibility of payment plans, obviously targeted at the right people who stick to their commitments as well. Also, they have a facility that I think is important to talk about, and that's the cycling track that is on here in this estate. You know, at a time where fitness has become a really major selling point, I feel that actually thinking about that, even children and adults, an opportunity to ride their bicycles around the estate without worrying about cars running them down and all of that. I think that that's really a great thing. It's also going to have a lawn tennis court in that direction, a lovely swimming pool, landscape garden play area for the children. I mean, really, at this level, in terms of the price point that we're talking about, I feel that this estate is going to be sold out even before they really get going.
I don't know if it's just me or there's something spectacular about this project. Is it because it's 96 units of luxury homes, 51 units of 4-bedroom terraces with BQ, and 40 units of 4-bedroom semi-detached homes with a BQ as well. I mean, I can't wait for you to bring in your clients to view and also to enjoy the Adler experience. The features include a water treatment plant, waste treatment, 24 hours power supply, lawn tennis, eye security, 24 hours mobile patrol, and so on. And also there's a payment plan. The minimum is 25 million deposit, and you can actually spread the balance for over 18 months or on a quarterly basis. It's just incredible. Compared to the other properties within that environment, let's talk about the pricing. The 4-bedroom terrace is going for just 120 million naira, and the 4-bedroom semi-detached is going for 150 million naira. If you ask me, I think compared to the other properties within that environment and for the value in which the Adler residences offer, the pricing is impeccable. Thank you so much. That will be all for the Adler residents. While I take some time also to take you through another amazing project called the Grey Spot Banana Island. This particular one is very, very, very close to my heart because it is a perfect definition of the perfect lifestyle. This is a property that is designed for lifestyle you will love, elevated by an impressive collection of features and amenities in a gated, secure community, rated as one of Nigeria's best close to fine dining. I know by now we all know that the most secured estate in Nigeria right now is the Banana Island, and this project happens to be located in Banana Island. It embraces luxurious living in the heart of Banana Island in Ikoyi. The Grey Spot apartment is a collection of apartments designed for an elevated lifestyle, enjoy a selection of amenities, exquisite modern architecture, and unparalleled service. Our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom apartment available at the Grey Spot offers top-notch finishes, from high-end internet connection to premium appliances and the design of the finishes. You will love everything that we have put together at the Grey Spot apartment. And I would love you to actually see it. So admin, please, can you show us the Grey Spot video so we can enjoy the video and also talk about
The Grey Spot Apartment is a collection of apartments designed for an elevated lifestyle. Enjoy a good selection of amenities, exquisite modern architecture, and unparalleled service. Our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom apartment in Banana Island has every modern luxury you desire, from open concept floor plans and high-speed internet connections to premium appliances and designer finishes. Our apartments have it all. Our luxurious apartments are an upscale retreat hidden in plain sight. For more information on this luxury development, please contact Finance Country West Africa on 08096000043.
One of the features I think your client would totally like about the Grey Spot apartment is because it has just 4 units. It's not a situation whereby we have so many tenants in a particular property, whereby putting pressure in the facilities and whereby wear and tear start to set in. This particular project has just 4 units, 2 units of 2-bedroom apartment and 2 units of 3-bedroom apartment. And like you see in the video, it has a swimming pool, It has a gym, it has a water treatment plant, an electric fence, and 24-hour security. And let's talk about the finishes. The finishes are impeccable. The generous parking area, and also it's going to be managed by one of the top grade facility managers in the country at the moment. A poll is going to be coming up shortly. I just want to get your idea. You've seen the video. What price range would you recommend, or would you think the property would be listed for? Please kindly share your thoughts as the admin shows the poll for you to answer. Thank you. So what would you like, or what do you think the price of this luxury residential project should be? Bearing in mind that it is located within Banana Island, do you think 100 million? Do you think above 150 million? Do you think below 150 million? Just put in your answer and send it to us.
Bisola, you're talking about the Adler in terms of the price. The poll is for Adler, not Banana Island.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Mrs. O. So this poll is currently for the Adler residents. What do you think the pricing should go for? We want to know your opinion. Yes, please. I think admin is having some technical issue to bring up the poll for Grace Court. For the meantime, we have our results for the Adler residences. Thank you so much for your feedback. We will look into it. I'll hand over now to Mr. Peter to take us through the championship.
Thank you, Bisola. So, any questions? Do you have questions from the Power Broker Circle or from the topic how to sell real estate as a champion? Any questions? Please type them on the Q&A session. You can't hear? Can you hear me? Someone said they can't hear me. Can you hear me, please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So any questions? How to, if you want to join the Power Broker Circle, we'll be sharing a link soon. You can join through the link. We're going to also send it by email to everyone on this call. And also we have a Facebook group. The link will also be shared. It will be on the email that will be sent to every participant after this call. You can join the community of Power Brokers Circle with that Facebook link. We'll be sending it via email to you. But we'll also display it here for you to join if you think this is valuable to you. Any questions?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You want to ask a question?
Yeah, I just typed in a question, but I wasn't, you were still asking, so I can now talk.
Okay, go ahead.
On the video just relayed, it's quite a beautiful thing. But my question is, how was the, I lost connection for some time, so I don't know what
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you still there? Is it Joshua? Are you still there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. I couldn't hear you. I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. I said I lost connection for some time, so I didn't know if what I did ask had already been dealt with. On the video just relayed, the scene is quite beautiful. And my question is, how was the financing
How was
taken care of? Did you get me?
I didn't get you. No. I didn't get you.
Anyway, you can check the chat.
Okay.
I have a question there.
I can't see your question on the chat.
Okay, how was the financing of the projects that we just watched taken care of?
Which one?
The one with shared facilities.
Shared facilities?
Yes, on a street where some amenities are shared among the residents, where we saw prices of 150.
Okay, Bisola, do you want to answer that? Bisola, are you here?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here.
Peter, let me take that. Let me take that, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. Please clarify, are you referring to the payment structure for the buyers, or are you referring to the funding of the project?
The funding of the project.
Right. Okay. So the project is being funded by private investors.
Okay.
Yes. And there are various existing developments, also by the same developer, and Fine & Country, along with its development partner, is also actively involved in this particular project from both a marketing and project management point of view. We have specifically 40 properties that we call the ADLA 40. The ADLA 40 is made up of essentially a cluster within the bigger development, so that those who are buying into the ADLA are essentially getting the enhanced, a few enhanced features that have been specified by Fine & Country based on the clientele that we typically deal with and what is valuable for them. In addition, those who buy these particular units, which I'm referring to as the ADLA 40, made up of the terraces and the semi-detached houses. By the way, the prices start from 120, and after a certain number are sold at that amount, the prices, go up a little bit. And so really, this is our first time of presenting this publicly. And subsequently, we're going to take it obviously to the public and also take it to our database and all of that. But we wanted to start working with a close circle of power brokers and presenting it to you, and also getting an opportunity to have a conversation with you about it. With regards to the earn part, on this particular development, if you're interested in participating in it, what we would like you to do is to actually indicate that you would like to, because we want to have a further briefing, with the agent who would like to participate. Because as we said, there is a championship way to sell, and we want you to be positioned to not just leverage your network, but leverage it like a champion effectively. And then create a challenge. We're expecting that you will sell at least one within 30 days using a system, so that you can determine for yourself whether the system works or not. So that's what we have in mind. So anyone who's interested in learning and earning along the way, participating in this 30-day challenge, should just indicate so, and our team will be in touch with you.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the question. Any additional questions? Anyone want some clarifications? The property that Bisola presented in Banana Island is not for sale, that's for lease. So if anyone has clients who are interested in properties, to rent properties in Banana Island or in any part of Ikoyi, and they do not have the properties, the suitable properties, that's also what the circle is about. So you can have access to the pool of properties that Fine & Country offers to the market, and you can have that, offer that to your client. I'm going to bring Timileyin to just talk briefly about the Facebook group and how he expects it to run. My understanding, the Facebook group, talk to us about it. Timileyin, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Yes. Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and it's been a very insightful session this afternoon. So the way the Facebook group is going to work is we're going to have two groups, and one is going to be a closed group, and then the other is going to be like an upgraded group. On both groups, there are going to be privileges, but then there are going to be advanced privileges also. But on both groups, we are going to be sharing insightful information to help your journey as Power Broker members, Power Broker Circle members. We're going to be sharing information like you've gained today, insightful information that will help you. We'll be sharing some of our properties that are you could use to enhance your career and your earnings as Power Broker members, and then for other people who will be joining the inner circle of the groups that I'll be creating later on, that's like an inner circle of the public group, you will have the opportunity to share your own properties with members of the groups, and we will also have question and answer sessions with Mrs. O, who is the CEO of Fine & Country West Africa. So there will be privileges for both groups, but as inner members of the other group, you will have advanced privileges also. So that's the basic working, and we'll be sending out the links to you immediately after this webinar presentation. We'll be sending it in an email, and you will be indicating on that email response to the email which of these groups you would like to belong. Thank you.
Thank you, Timileyin, for that presentation. I would like to also indicate that with the Gold Inner Circle, which is the advanced group that he talked about, part of our presentation as far as the challenge that we're going to with those, and thank you for those who are already indicating they want to be part of that challenge, is that if you do actually participate in the challenge and actually accomplish the task that we set over the next 30 days, you will get an automatic upgrade to the advanced Gold Inner Circle Club. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to really working with true champions. Thank you. Okay, I believe we are done. I will hand over. Okay, yes, I can see all those who are indicating that want to be part of the 30-day challenge. Thank you. I imagine the team are taking note of that. Okay, so once again, what I'd like to do with our remaining time is to just reiterate the power of collaboration. Okay, we alluded to it. We started off by talking about the champion, the mindset, the mastery of a champion, the championship system for selling successfully. We want you to learn and earn within this championship circle. So the Power Broker Circle is this community that gives you as real estate agents and as professionals who want to collaborate for profit. So we're not just coming into a community to just talk and high five. We want you to collaborate for profit. And we do this through learning, we do it through networking, and we do it through helping you gain the championship sales results, okay? In addition, as Timileyin has said, the members also get access to property listings and resources, because knowledge is a big part of the system that we use at Fine & Country to sell as champions. Knowledge of the market, knowledge of marketing systems, knowledge of sales systems, knowledge of networking, knowledge of the economy. Fine & Country hosts multiple events, knowledge events. We have the Refined Investor Series, which is a platform for providing current and accurate insight and a roadmap to the real estate sector. And it's usually targeted at investors. Now, most of our clients come to those events. If you are part of the Power Broker Circle and you're part of the Gold Inner Circle, which is the advanced level, which you can gain access to by just being part of this challenge and actually delivering on the challenge, what then happens is that you're upgrading your network, because then you have access to our events, and that enables you network with our clients, which enables you sell even some of your other properties. It just makes you a more powerful broker, okay? And that's what we're looking to do, because we recognize the power of a collaborative community. So that is really it. Networking is absolutely powerful, but collaboration is even more so powerful. What I'd like to do to wrap this up is to just get some feedback from you. You can either do it in the chat box, you know, or if you want to speak on camera or, you know, an audio indicated in the chat box also. So I'd like to ask a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how useful has this session been for you? How useful has it been, specifically with regards to understanding what it takes to be a sales champion? On a scale of 1 to 10, indicate. I'm going to ask 2 questions, so we need to move quickly. Please indicate, has today's session been useful for you? Indicate on a scale of 1 to 10. And then if you want to take it further, if you have any specific feedback to enhance the value of these sessions, please indicate it also in the chat session. Thank you. I'll hand over back to Onajite to close this out. I see a lot of chat going on in the back end with the panelists.
Thank you everybody. Thank you to everybody that participated in today's session. And I'm very, very, very certain that we all benefited immensely for all the wisdom, ideas, knowledge that has been shared. And I would encourage us to be a significant part of the whole idea, the whole exercise by joining the Facebook, following the Facebook link and joining the challenge, so that you can benefit fully from what Fine & Country is offering in this respect. I want to go over the vision again one more time before we round up. You know, the vision of Power Broker Circle once more. The Power Broker Circle is a community of real estate agents and professionals who want to collaborate for profit. Collaboration is key here, through learning and networking for improved sales results. In addition, members get ongoing access to property listings and resources from Fine & Country West Africa. So I'll be looking to all of us taking advantage of the networking opportunities, the learning opportunities that will be on offer throughout your association with this project. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has participated, and I would encourage us to follow through with everything that has been discussed, being a significant part of the whole concept, the whole idea. Thank you once more to everybody. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you to Mr. Ojo, CEO of Fine & Country. Thank you for all those who have participated in the interactive sessions. Thank you to everybody that has added value to it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys as we carry on in the course of the entire exercise. Thank you.